Dear Love Queens, today I want to talk about something that many of us experience but don't always say out loud: code switching. And if I'm being honest, at this stage in my life, it has become absolutely exhausting. I've spent most of my adult life working in corporate spaces, and as a Black woman in my late 40s, there's always been this unspoken pressure to monitor how I speak, how I respond, and how I show up. Because the truth is, sometimes it feels like one wrong tone, one moment of honesty, and suddenly you're labeled the angry Black woman. So we adjust, we soften our voices, we over-explain, we smile when we don't feel like it. We say yes to events we don't even want to attend, just so we won't be seen as distant or unapproachable. And over time, that constant adjusting, that constant filtering, it becomes exhausting, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. There's something deeply draining about being in spaces where you don't feel a genuine connection, where you feel like you are constantly adapting for the comfort of others, where you're present but not fully seen. And I found myself daydreaming about what it would feel like to walk into a space and just be, to speak freely, to exist fully, to show up as my authentic self without hesitation. A space where I don't feel like I have to perform. A space where I don't feel like I'm constantly assimilating. A space where I feel at peace. And maybe you felt that too. Maybe you felt the quiet exhaustion of constantly being on. Maybe you've questioned, why does being myself feel like a risk? So today I want to remind you of something important. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit into spaces that don't honor you. You were never meant to carry the burden of making others comfortable at the expense of your truth. Now take a deep breath and repeat after me. I release the need to constantly prove myself. I am allowed to show up as my authentic self. I do not have to shrink to be accepted. My voice matters and I honor it. I deserve to exist in spaces where I feel seen and valued. I am no longer dimming my light for the comfort of others. If this resonated with you, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt the pressure to code switch just to feel accepted? And what would it look like for you to show up more authentically? Share in the comments because your voice matters here. Until next time, choose yourself, honor your truth, and take care of your soul.